The colourful and controversial rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine had a rapid rise to fame and notoriety, followed by a humiliating fall when exposed as a fraud. But how did this unassuming rapper somehow become intertwined with gang life? And how did his own ego allow him to believe his own hype and believe he actually was a gangster? Even more incredibly, how did he escape punishment from both the law and his fanbase? After spending only 17 months in jail for several serious gang-related charges, he was released. Almost immediately, he released the song Gooba, which broke records on YouTube and Instagram Live. This being despite having a reputation in tatters and being in hiding from the 9 Trey Bloods who he'd snitched on. Before it all, he was known as Daniel Hernandez. He was born in 1996 in Brooklyn, New York. He was a promising athlete in his youth and excelled in football as a goalkeeper. But, as stated by Rolling Stone Online, all hopes of academic and sporting success ended at the age of 13 when his stepfather was slain in the street. He was extremely close to his stepfather and he considered him his real father. Allegedly, he took the death so bad that he became mute for 2 months. He began behaving badly in school and was soon expelled. He decided to quit school altogether and had a series of low-paid jobs that he was often fired from. In particular, he worked the counter at Stay Fresh Grill Deli. According to Wikipedia, he met the CEO of Hikari Ultra Records, Righteous P. Rogers, in 2012 whilst working one of these minimum wage jobs. He allegedly told Daniel to get into rapping as he thought he had the right look for it. He did just that in 2014 according to Vulture.com. RollingStone.com stated he previously had little interest in rap, and amazingly he became a rapper as a get-rich-quick scheme to lift him, his girlfriend and his child out of poverty. This was evident in his music. The lack of rhyming talent, flow and lyrical content was obvious. But one thing that could not be denied was the raw, aggressive energy of the music, the perfect soundtrack to flex to. The music was average at best, but one thing was not: the marketing. The creation of hype by him and his team was genius. Daniel had a vision inspired by anime. That vision was Tekashi 6ix9ine. That would remain his rap moniker for the rest of his career. This name merged anime, sex and spirituality. Tekashi from anime and 69, which resembled the position and the yin-yang sign, symbolising two opposing forces as one. Tekashi 6ix9ine cultivated hype around himself online. He used the newfound culture of rewarding bad behaviour by mocking and dissing people online, including fellow SoundCloud rappers. He also carefully crafted his appearance, surrounding himself in weird and wonderfully colourful tattoos. He also let his hair grow long like a rock star and emblazoned it with vibrant colour. He was making a name for himself in the industry, and a major record deal was looming in 2015 when he made a terrible mistake. He was arrested when a video was uploaded to Instagram with a 13-year-old performing a sex act on a man as 6ix9ine watched in the background. He claimed she told him she was 19. He spent the next 2 months in Rikers Island and, with the charges he had, he presumably spent it in the PC unit. He was released on bail and later took a plea deal, which amazingly kept him off the register. All he had to do was obtain his GED, avoid getting arrested, write the girl and her family a letter of apology, complete 300 hours of community service, and attend outpatient mental health treatment. Some may have thought this would be a career ender for Tekashi, especially in the gangster rap genre he was trying to break into. These types of charges are utterly unacceptable in virtually every sector of the criminal underworld, with the obvious exception aside. One would presume his credentials as a gangster would be over. But no, he somehow managed to swerve this, and although this cloud would hang over him, it only added to the notoriety. In 2017, he went viral on Reddit for his tattoos and looks, which brought a huge amount of attention to him and his music. 2017 would be his breakout year as a serious rap artist, after featuring on the Trippie Redd song Pole's 1469. There was a bidding war to sign him. He was offered lucrative deals by Sony and Warner Brothers, but signed with 10K, who also had Trippie Redd on the label. 10K paid him less, but gave him full creative control. His first hit, Gummo, was surrounded in controversy. The backing beat was created for Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd stated he stole it, while 6ix9ine contends it was given to him as a gift. The lyrics were co-written by Andrew Green. This is another point of fraudulency in his career. In my opinion, if you don't write your own music, you are little more than a karaoke rapper with a good marketing team. According to RollingStone.com, CEO of 10K, Elliot Grange, tried to prevent the release of Gummo, as he did not feel the gangster persona was right for Tekashi. On reflection, this was 100% correct. However, 6ix9ine had creative control, so the song went ahead. When the song was released, the spotlight was on the rapper, and his past came back to haunt him. His previous charge against a minor was exposed by Trippie Redd and Zilla Kami. This was during the launch of the Me Too movement, so he struggled for any radio play or TV appearances. Also, during the filming of the Gummo music video, he actively courted attention from criminals. He asked members of the Nine Trey Bloods to appear in his music video. This would give him the tough guy clout that his 5'6", rainbow-haired stature never could. This is also when he was introduced to Kefano Jordan, aka Shorty, who took control of the rapper's career. Shorty was allegedly the leader of the Nine Treys. He was now effectively managed by a criminal gang. They afforded him protection and fake credibility, solidifying his image as a gangster. As stated in NewYorkTimes.com, he was formally initiated into the gang by earning power alone. The article also talks about how Tekashi 6ix9ine became intertwined with gang life whilst at the height of his success. He forgot that he was not a gangster and merely a puppet playing a role. Everything about his persona, apart from the obvious charisma, was fabricated. Amazingly, he also managed to get away with using the N-word, despite not being one. According to Mercury News, 6ix9ine used his newfound power to bully and intimidate other rappers, including Trippie Redd, who was assaulted by the gang in 2017. In 2018, he, Shorty, and other members attacked rapper Frenchie BSM, who also acted as security for Trippie Redd. They fired shots at his vehicle, but luckily no one was injured. In April of that year, they also robbed executives from rivals Rap-A-Lot Records, stealing their jewellery and backpacks, as Tekashi filmed for social media. Mercury also stated that before the release of Gummo, 6ix9ine was involved in the sale of 1 key of H. According to Vulture.com, in 2018 he was out of control. In January, he choked a 16-year-old fan. In February, he was filmed in a gang brawl in LAX airport. In April, he was again accused of acts with a minor named Martha Gold. In April, after he and rival rapper Casanova's crew met in the lobby of an Adrian Broner fight, an altercation took place and a warning shot was fired. In May, he was caught driving with a suspended licence. The next day, he was charged with police assault after grabbing and squeezing an officer's hand between his handcuffs. In June, he ordered a hit on rapper Chief Keef. As NME states, he later testified that he put out 20 grand to have him taken out, but only paid out 8 when only 1 bullet was fired and missed.
Chicago rapper Chief Keef is doing fine tonight after being shot at in New York. The 22-year-old seen here in this file video was outside the W Hotel in Manhattan early this morning when a single bullet came at him. He wasn't hit, nor was anyone else. New York City police are now trying to figure out if the 22-year-old was targeted.
This was all while rising high in the world of hip-hop. He released his biggest song yet in July, collaborating with Nicki Minaj on Fifi. This made it to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Immediately after filming the video, he was kidnapped by members of his own crew. Anthony Harv Ellison, wisely in my opinion, was tired of Tekashi bringing attention to the 9 Treys. He told him to stop pushing the gang in the media and to disavow himself. When he didn't listen, according to the New York Times, he kidnapped him. He stole $365,000 worth of jewellery from him and made him say he wasn't Billy, a slang name for the gang.
Get in your car.
No, stop. Chill. Where your man at?
Hold it back.
Give me your money. Where your money at? Get in the car. Alright, get in the car. We gonna shoot you. Yeah, but why you do me like that, bro?
Where the f is everything, man? Get in the car with us, man. Bye. Phone. Give me the phone. Get out of here.
You gonna talk to him. Alright, get in the car.
This event splintered the group. Things were even more muddled when Shorty and Elliot Grange had an altercation at a restaurant in New York. Security for Grange shot a member of the 9 Treys after they tried to force their way into the restaurant. During this time, Tekashi was beefing with a number of rappers, including YG and Slim 400. On November 9th, while shooting a music video with Kanye West and Nicki Minaj, someone shot at the set. Kanye West left and production was halted. On the 15th, he fired Shorty and his whole management team. The next day, he was on the Breakfast Club talking about why he was firing his team, stating the hit at the music video set was the last straw, as he believed it was an inside job. He also stated he only fears two things: God and the FBI.
Treyway is nothing without me. I don't want Jack Cherry no more.
Did you fire Trey too?
Everybody is gone. Get out of my life. Get out of here. Only one thing I fear in life. No, two things. I'm not gonna. I fear God and I fear the FBI.
On November 19th, he was arrested on a number of charges which had him facing double life sentences. It was also revealed that a hit was placed on him by members of his crew. It really was incredible that he wasn't arrested sooner after all the bragging he did on social media. This further highlights how he wasn't meant for gang life. Real gangsters do everything they can to pretend they aren't gangster, to fly under the radar and continue their crimes. The littlest dogs bark the most. He was sentenced to just 2 years in jail and was released early in April 2020. Amazingly, he refused to enter the witness protection program, instead opting to provide his own security. His new $10 million record contract with 10K will help provide for that. Incredibly, for a genre supposedly built on realness and gang affiliation, he managed to swerve career decimation after snitching. His latest song, Gooba, which was recorded and filmed under house arrest, became an instant hit. It broke a host of records. It was the biggest selling hip-hop video on YouTube with 43.55 million views in the first 24 hours. It reached 100 million in 71 hours, becoming the fastest American artist to do so, beating Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift. His first post-jail Instagram post reached 2 million live viewers, which broke Instagram records.
You know why people so mad? Cause they thought it was over for me. They counted me out. Oh, you ratted, it's over for you. Y'all could never cooperate with the government and come back. Y'all could never do that. I'm a living legend at the age of 24 years old. You hear me?
It seems Tekashi 6ix9ine mirrors the modern world in that any hype, good or bad, but especially bad, creates fame and interest. 6ix9ine could be forgiven if he altered his style and disavowed the gangster lifestyle. However, Gooba still plays up the gangster image. He has also continued feuding with rappers online, including Snoop Dogg and Meek Mill. So, as fans, people now need to decide whether they want a real gangster rapper or accept that Daniel Hernandez is playing a role, one he has simultaneously failed and exceeded at. It is also unclear at this time of writing whether the success of Gooba is morbid curiosity or the result of genuine love. A looming new album will test the longevity of this hype. Also, it is unclear how he will carve out a career other than releasing music from his home. It is doubtful he will be able to perform live after snitching on the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods. Also, it is doubtful that anyone will collaborate with him in the industry, as snitching is deemed unacceptable. Time will tell.
To say I really wanted to register in y'all rappers' head, cause y'all really thought it was over.
And I know when I was locked up, y'all prayed every night like, God, please don't let him come home and be lit again. God, please. Every time I open the gram, all I see is him. Y'all wasting prayers, homie.
But y'all don't fake accounts.
But y'all fake, that's a fact. Yo, listen, instead of wasting the prayer, wasting on another man's downfall, y'all should pray on a career, bro. Cause I know y'all ain't prepared for no pandemic. Nigga, look at me, nigga. I look like money. How a nigga on house arrest? How a nigga on house arrest getting more money than y'all? Explain that to me. And I know y'all watch, and I know, like, God, please let the hype be over. Y'all ever seen $1 million in cash? Nigga, cause I made this on house arrest, nigga. I made this on house arrest, nigga.